Welcome back. Welcome home. You Are Here podcast.
You Are Here
How's
podcast.
that? 343. Long story short, we're here at Feltville.
Yeah.
I guess called now, what is it? Watchung Reservation.
It's part of Watchung Reservation. It's the
yes.
It's the
Well,
deserted village.
Yes.
Of
The
Feltville.
the deserted village it's called now. But it used to be called Feltville because it was owned by or bought by something Felt, right?
David Felt?
David Felt.
I don't know.
Something. But basically it's one of like the most, like, I guess one of the only kind of abandoned towns that's like legally abandoned that you can kind of go to in the US, I think. But we're here, man. We're doing another episode. This is the second time.
How do you feel being here? Like, what's the vibe been?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. You guys will see it. The podcast we kind of like doing as a precursor to the episode of actually going out and exploring. But coming in, dude.
Ringwood was
Ringwood Manor, hey. Because you know we like going a little spooky, right?
A little spooky.
We like going a little spooky.
Yeah,
history. This is what it's all about. We want to learn more about
bro.
history, about story, of what's around us, dude.
Yeah, man.
New Jersey, dude. We're New Jerseyans. So here in Feltville, we heard about it. You told me about it before.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling into this place, I was like, oh, this is chill. Oh, we're good. Oh, I got no reservations. Like I'm chilling.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. Like there's little cottages. You walk in, you got the church and school right there. You could tell it's a little, old, ran down, but that's probably like the most still like put together stuff over there.
Mm-hmm.
And you learn a little bit through like the signs, and they got the audio tour. But then we got to the cottages further into the town. There's still around maybe like 8 or 9
7,
like
8.
existing kind of structures, I guess, and some sites as well.
We're looking, if you're watching the YouTube right now, the channel, Masker's Barn is behind us.
Right behind us.
Yeah.
They still do event. We're sitting, this looks like a little wedding thing, though.
Yeah, it's like a little pergola.
Yeah. Supposedly they do like other stuff too, little events.
Yeah.
Or a little...
They make cider here. They like teach kids about
that's
the time.
Nice,
and
that's
it's
cool.
They do tours here.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Keeping it alive.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get to it because we experienced something while looking in one of the cottages in the back. What it seems like is most of the cottages, like the fronts are all boarded off and locked, and all the windows are boarded up, and they have like fake like window printouts over the windows, which is terrifying.
Creepier.
Very creepy. And then you go to the back and it looks like that's where the mischiefness happens, if it ever does, like young kids going in, maybe breaking in.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know. But this specific house we went to, I don't know. It's the last one on the I guess the block, or right? Or the last one on the block of like all the houses. I saw someone, and they're going to the creepy houses.
Okay.
So I'm scared for them.
They'll be okay.
Last one on the block, and we go in there, and the front is like dilapidated, all this stuff. It's freaky, and you get the vibe. Your ears are ringing. You're saying.
I keep getting it.
Yeah.
Like
every time.
2 times.
You just start getting an ear ring, and I felt not good. It didn't feel great. And we went to that back area, and you could see like the back door was boarded up, and there's kind of basement windows. I don't know what that is. Basement windows. And one of them seemed to have a cover that was taken off. Seen by someone.
Off, yeah.
And just one window thing open. So we're like, oh, let's record inside of that thing and see what's up. Mm-hmm. What's around there. Mm-hmm.
And a cliff's edge is next to the house.
Yeah. And you're behind you's a cliff, like a 20-foot drop. And dude, we're recording, we're messing with the lighting and everything. And then we both see like, oh, is there anything in there? And we both go silent for like 5 seconds. You just hear something move. And it's just the creepiest thing in the world. Just the creepiest thing in the world.
I haven't had that happen to me ever.
Right?
Never.
Am I missing something? That's kind of it, right?
Well, we did that.
And then after that, you freaked me out even more.
You
freaked me out even more.
Explain what you saw me do.
Yeah, because so we stopped recording, and then Dave immediately is like, oh no, I put it together. I'm like, oh no, what the fuck is it? And I'm changing the battery for the camera. He's like, you have to have the camera for this. I'm like, I'm ready for the worst. Like,
and then I told
you know who's there, or you saw, like, I don't know, something.
So on my way here,
yeah,
I was doing a little bit of research, and I read up like one of the creepier facts of the area, of course. Davey likes to get a little
Yeah.
spooked out.
Yeah.
Was that there was a story about the village when it was running as a village. There was three little girls that went camping in the woods, in the deep woods one night, right? And they didn't come back the next day. And so the village went out looking for them. They went to the spot where they thought they'd be. All they ever found was 3 bonnets, their bonnets. Nothing else was ever found, ever. And when that happened, there was sightings and hauntings to be said from the last house on the left side where we were.
Oh.
And half of the village left because of that.
Oh.
That's the story.
That messed me up.
Yeah, dude.
That messed me up.
I know. And we definitely 100%, I know I heard something.
100%.
My blood went cold, bro. I've never felt that before. And I said when we got there, my ears ringing for some reason.
Yeah.
And you went, ooh, when we went around the back, like in a you'll hear it on the video, but it's like an unsettling way.
Yeah, like it didn't look good.
Yeah, bro.
It felt ominous because there's a broken glass on the ground. Like I see that thing is off and graffitied around and everything. So I don't know. That was weird. And you just felt that. And just the connection with you, connecting that to that, I don't know. There's something ominous.
Yeah, dude.
And then we walked a little bit more, and there's more places where it's just like the vibe is not good.
Mm-hmm.
The vibe's not good. And like I was saying before, it's like it just there's something different about like something abandoned because like it's unfinished, like humanity. It's like we got cut off. Like they tried to keep it alive, but something, or they obviously maybe they just resorted, like they couldn't handle it, and whoever came here just couldn't make it work. But things definitely just did not exist.
And it's a village.
And stopped existing.
You got, yeah. And it's a village that it's built, like it was started by David Felt, but it's, imagine like coming to the middle of the woods, in the middle of like the New Jersey woods or New York woods.
It's freaky.
It's weird, man. Just to start like a town here, turn it into a mill where you make paper and books and stuff. But I keep like finding myself putting myself in the mindset of like a family. Like imagine like one day your dad was just like, all right, guys, we're leaving England, or we're leaving Ireland to go to New Jersey by this one little ad in the paper that promises that I'll find work because I'm a Protestant man with a family. And you go there, you get here, and you have all these like hopes bundled into this like pursuit of like, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be fed, we're gonna be housed, we're gonna be part of a community. And then like, we come to find later on, like, it doesn't work out. There's a dam break eventually, and like the place floods.
Yeah.
You know, and they had to sell it. And all these ventures that were like, they set out to, I guess nothing lasts forever, and that there's like truth in that. Like no civilization, no community, no village, they won't last forever anyway. But the human hope that like we're walking past these houses, bro. I keep having this weird, and I've been saying it a bunch. Like I see these kids running around here in my head.
Definitely.
These like pre-colonial kids.
It's probably sick to them. They have a whole like just random village to
run around
themselves.
Yeah, and it's
There
like
was around like 200 people total, I think, ever lived here.
it makes me like want to dive into like what was going on in the minds of one of these people.
Yeah.
Like what's the one person story? Like the 19-year-old teacher
Yeah.
taught 15 kids from the town, with the church above her and the general store below her.
Yep.
Like it's just a wild. It's wild that people live there, like either a major part of their lives or they lived and died here. It's just wild that like you think you just got your life and like it's the only life. Like your life is the most important life, right? And when you're living it, sometimes you get swept up and everything matters so much. Every decision I make, and it does. Like, but these people, they lived, they worked, they made it work for a time.
Yeah.
They had failure, they survived, or they didn't, but like they existed here. There's like weight to that for me. I don't know, bro. I could see their faces. Like, I just imagine what their story was. As we do these, I keep like kind of mining, like why history, why like old civilizations, why does it pique my interest? And it's that, dude. Like their lives mattered, you know, like to them they mattered. Yeah. You know? There was so much hope and fear and doubt and love and fuck, man. Like imagine a kid being born here. Like what would that be like?
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird too, because it's like I think what we learned is like there was still like people came here from like the cities
Yeah.
and like the more industrial, you know, to be promised for like their own little parcel here, you know, and to find their own kind of place. Because I mean, I wonder why, you know, like why would you make that decision if like it seems like things were going on the up, you know what I mean? Like after the wars and everything and society's going up, like it's been like, you know, 60, 70, 80 years, like things are kind of going up, you know what I mean? Industrial age kind of shit happening. You know, they came here to build do a sawmill, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like must have been like, I don't know, like what it's weird because I mean, it kind of even shows like that's part of like the American kind of dream in a way. Like you can go out, build your own thing. You know what I mean?
Something just beyond where you are that like if you travel to and go to, there's opportunity for you.
Yeah, it's
family.
like you can attempt that, you know?
Yeah.
Like how, I mean, it's funny because it's like we've been doing the same thing for so long, you know? But it almost seems like it's weird that back then, I feel like decisions were so much more like in like grand scheme, when now it's like every day you make like these tiny decisions to amount to this really big thing, this big picture you're trying to paint. But a decision back then could be like, we're moving out here to do this, you know?
Big move.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's interesting, man.
And we might live our whole lives here.
Yeah.
Like that may be it.
Yeah. Or it could all go to shit, like it kind of did.
Yeah. Malaria.
You know? Yeah.
Outbreak, like dams break. Do you smell that?
Yeah. I don't know. When you look at it, it is peaceful, you know?
It is.
It is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. How do you feel so far about doing, you know, first episode to this episode?
I love it.
I'm feeling good about it,
This is
man?
like, I would do this for a job.
Forever.
I would do, this is like the type of shit I could see myself doing
I'm
forever.
gonna have to do documentary film, dude.
I know. I just love getting out in these like old villages and places people lived. And
Hey man, that might not be, you know, something we could not maybe come to in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think about sometimes when, you know, the work stuff we do, like even like with the, you know, the social media stuff we're doing, I think like I'm like, you're telling a story, right? It's like kind of at like, you know, corporate level, you know, but we try to bring that like story aspect of things. But like, I feel like the more I think about it, I'm like, it's not far off.
It's not.
You know?
It's
like
not.
it's just the same thing we're doing in a different setting.
That's right.
In this setting.
That's right.
And having someone that's interested in telling their story.
Yeah.
And they can do that with us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That seems doable. Like, I don't know, you just said like, you know, I would do this for a living. Like,
I would. I love story.
I'm saying like we could, I don't know, like that's, in my brain, I'm like, damn, like, we can. Like, I don't know.
Could, yeah.
I'm positive about it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Man. I just, I think that the things that we both agree on is that like each human's got a story.
Yeah.
And that kind of is interesting and worth telling. And like with what we have at our disposal and what we become good at or whatever, we use the tools to bring their stories out for them. Yeah. You know, even in corporate worlds, like that's what we're trying to do with these companies is we're trying to get not just what you do, but who are you?
Yeah.
Where do you come from? Like what moves you? Why you?
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. Like this for me has been like in Ringwood Manor too. Like it's like when I went to the Coliseum, it's like, you know, reading a book on Michelangelo. You know, they're some people get those stories put out because they made incredibly like world-changing works, or they invented something that changed civilization forever. Yeah. And we remember them. They're emperors. They were leaders. They were Joan of Arc, who gave her life for what she believed in. Like these people's story, it's out forever. Like it'll never go away. Yeah. As long as there's people. But like people that lived here, like we didn't know who they were until we got here.
And you can't learn more than what's like left.
I thank God for the historians that like that keep places like this like up still and investigate like old newspaper articles and like lineages, and they keep the people's story going. But like we can amplify it. You know what I mean? That's what I enjoy doing. I'm like just out of my curiosity too. I feel like I connect to someone who may have grown up here, or someone who, you know, came here with hope and lost it. or just put their head down and worked every day to like be fed and feel community and a sense of belonging and found peace in like life here for a time.
Yeah.
I want to know who those people are, man.
Yeah.
They're important too.
It's weird to think how like that is like this is the man. It's like it almost makes you think I'm like, dude, after we're gone, it's like,
Yeah.
this is what's gonna be left,
Yeah.
right?
Unless someone looks us up.
Yeah.
Comes
Or
to
like you
visit.
come like I don't know, like an example could be like if I live and die in the house if I buy that house that I live in,
Yeah.
and like I die there and my family, I don't know, rents it out, it's like it's gonna be someone else there, and like you're only gonna ever learn about that if you ask like my son
What's
or
the
daughter.
story? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like what you leave behind.
Yeah, dude. Does that
Man,
change
it's weird
for
to
you?
think about.
Does that change for you? Like I've been thinking more recently, like very recently, especially with this stuff, about living full lives.
Yeah.
To us, it's like a blink.
Yeah.
Like we're coming for a day, and we're trying to grasp lives spent here and for times, And we're trying to just get essences of who people were and what they did.
Yeah.
But with our life, like it's much. I mean, you could argue it's a fast life. Like we live and we age pretty quickly, and things go quick, especially nowadays. But if you were just working in a mill, life went pretty slow, I imagine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think about it, and I'm like, how did they even worry about how they'd be remembered? Was that a concern? What were they concerned about? Because I mean, for me now, like I think, like you were saying before, and I think you said it well. Life now, it's in short decisions all the time. Like how many decisions do you have to make a day? Quick.
Yeah.
And they'll like dictate how your life goes the next few days, and then the next week, and the next one, and then that's how your life goes.
Yeah.
But here, like a decision is like, do you move here or don't you?
Yeah.
Do you work for the mill or not?
Yeah.
Like there's a few decisions you can make, and they'll change a long period of time in your life. But I just imagine, like, what were they worried about? Like, what was their concerns?
Yeah.
How did they want to be remembered?
Yeah.
And then I think for you and for me, like, how are we different or similar? Like, how do you want to be remembered? How do you want to be, if someone looked you up and like, let's say you spent your whole life doing what you wanted to do, and when we do pass, like someone looks you up. It's like, how do you want to be remembered? As the blacksmith? Like, as Mike, the audio video engineer, like savant that like made podcasts and married a beautiful woman and had a family. Like what, and does that concern you at all? Or are you just kind of like, it'll be what it'll be?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to live my story, and then someone will tell it one day, maybe.
Yeah. It's weird, dude. Man, you're making me think so many things. It makes me think of how, like, dude, sometimes, like, you like, in life you come up with, like, mantras you live by and, like, ways you're going to live life that you're like, this is the right way. And you do it for so long, and you're like, you get, like, you say something like that, and I'm like, oh, like, what if I'm wrong?
Yeah.
Or what if, like, what I'm doing, like, doesn't lead to, like, fulfillment, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just makes me think of, like, I don't know why it made me think of, I'm like, when was the first, like, thoughts where, like, people came up with, like, the idea of, like, mental health? And, like, thinking about, am I going to be fulfilled? Like.
It was fulfillment a thing?
Yeah, like, I guess in survival, you don't really think about that, do you? Or do you? I don't know.
I don't know. We haven't had to, luckily.
Yeah.
Or
there
not
must be
so luckily.
something, But, oh, man. The thought of, like, I was like, oh, like, living every day to the fullest, right? I'm like, that's the right way, you know what I mean? Like, or even I would tell myself, like, with work, I'm like, oh, like, you should do something you love to do, right? But a lot of times it's not, like, something you can survive off in this day and age, right? Yeah. But it's like, okay, like, most people get, like, a job they do the job and then they go after and they're like, then I can live the life I can want, you know? But that's half your day, 7 days a week sometimes. Then you're like, okay, then you have kids and you're like, oh, there's all this shit, It's like, dude, how much time do you have to just, like, live your life after all that? I'm like, wait, maybe that's not the right way to live. Or like, man, that really, like, the perspective of it all. It makes me turn around. I'm like, man, maybe I should change everything up. But then I'm like, oh, but changing everything up will take another month of adjusting. And then what if I'm like, oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing?
Yeah.
Sometimes, I don't know, I feel like this is why people like with businesses or big, like you hear like stories of like, I got rid of everything and I just fucking did this. Like that's why that happens. But I wonder if like you only hear about the successful side of it and not like the
failures.
the guy that just ends up like losing it all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude.
I wonder, you know?
If it has many successes in their life, there's probably double the amount of people that don't reach what they wanted to.
And you don't
or
hear about it.
expected to. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess this is one of the times you hear about it.
Yeah, it's one of the times.
You know?
It's preserved here, the idea of that. But yeah, man, it's important, I guess. Like, it's not important, but it is important. But what you're hitting on is like the things, the ways of living we choose to live. That we say like, this is how I will have a fulfilling life. And it's like, live every day to the fullest. Be present. Like, that's a mantra you can say, that's how I'm gonna wake up and live every day. Recently, more recently, be of service, you know, outside of yourself. That's been like my mantra. I've been praying for it. I've been asking to be a better steward to my brothers and sisters. And for a time, it's really nice. Like, it feels like it's a fulfilling way of living for me right now in this chapter. But I imagine everyone's had a mantra, you know? Like all these people probably had some small thing that, like they were religious people. They were Protestants, right? They had to be to live here and to work here. So they were probably deep in the Bible. Yeah. And just probably trying to be stewards and live a clean life. You know, they're probably trying to live a very clean life. Yeah. Yeah. And if they did that, if they lived on the right side of it, of God, instead of the wrong side, then they lived a fulfilling life, maybe. But I'm sure that they had their plights and their worries and their fears just like we do, bro. Yeah. And they woke up to, dang, we have no dairy right now. I can't make no butter and no bread and no cheese, and like, homie better bring home some fish because we're in trouble, you know? And dam's leaking again. I feel like a pressure coming. Looks like it's gonna rain. Like, are we gonna be okay? Like, little one's sick. Yeah. Sarsaparilla doctor didn't get here yet. Like, or we tried the sarsaparilla and it didn't work. Like, what do we do? Yeah. So, I guess that's the human story. It's like, we're not so different than them because we're always looking for either survival, like the lowest form of living, or we just keep lifting the bar and saying like, okay, we're surviving, but how do we have a beautiful home? Okay, we have a beautiful home. Well, how do we have the best home on the block? And how do we feel good on the inside? How do we find enlightenment? How do we live so we feel excited to live all the time or fulfilled in life all the time? Like, it seems like as a human, you just kind of keep raising the bar on what needs to be met. Yeah. There's like some kind of goal to chase. There's some better version of your situation you can aspire to get to, and it feels nice to breathe and just let that go sometimes too. Yeah. You know? I think being out here is like a nice reminder of like, there's clouds in the sky. We're surrounded by beautiful old pines and old barns, and you can just take them in. Yeah. Like, the goal doesn't need to be met. The goal is to just be. And the story's still being written. Like your story. That's an interesting thought. It's like, while you're breathing and living, dude, like, your story's being written, whether you're just sitting here or not, and having a talk with me or not.
That's cool. That's really cool.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, there's no chase happening right now, but still, it's part of our story. Yeah. Because we're alive. Yeah. It's like someone's got a big pen. They're just, Mike and Dave looked at each other in the woods. Yeah. For 10 seconds straight. You know what I mean? Like, that's still part of our story, man. Dude.
I love that.
Yeah, man. So I guess you can take your foot off the pedal sometimes too, and just realize, you know, it's what's important to you. But if greatness is important to you, it's probably hard to take your foot off the pedal. Greatness. You know, being one of the major inventors or smiths or artists or whatever. Yeah. Businessmen. It's probably hard to let that foot off the pedal, man.
Well said, man.
But we all die one day. You can't take the business with you. Can't take the work with you.
You can't.
Yeah, but that's interesting. His story. It's all being written, whether you like it or not. Yeah. Your story.
I love that.
Your little choices.
That's the clip, bro. 100%. I like that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
It's okay, buddy.
Man.
It's all right. It'll come back.
Man, it was something good, man.
If it's meant to be, it'll come back.
I talked about Margot for a bunch, too.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You want to call her?
growing up, whether it was because it's what you've been indoctrinated
Yes,
to know.
yes, yes. You're the best. She's the best. She's the best.
Is that it?
That is 100%.
Bro.
That is
Okay, do you remember?
100% what it is, babe. I love you so much, and thank you so much.
I love you.
I love you
Bye.
too.
Someone's got a fire in the fire pit. Right
Really?
now, reading or something. Yeah. You got it?
And that's how it goes.
Thank
That's my other
you.
half, dude.
Thank you, Margot.
Amazing, amazing.
What you got for me?
So, after watching,
Shoot.
we did a little online church thing,
Yeah.
I had this thought after it, how, kind of my journey with religion, and how, I'm not like subscribed to one specific thing. I'm leaning towards, things that I'm searching out, and I believe in God, and I have my own whatever kind of like, I guess, box I put myself in a little bit, in a way, but it's not like a closed box, it's kind of an open box, right? And there's like some things they talk about, just like teachings in Christianity, or just in religion in general, right? Like ways to live by, and like, one of the main things about it was inheritance, right? Like God did this, like this happened to God so that you're good. Once you're brought into the world, you don't have to give anything, like you are given the world and you didn't have to give anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're good for like right now and when you're gone, which is like beautiful, right? And so like you should live like that, kind of pushes you to, live like every day as though you've gained inheritance. Like you've been given that. So like, I guess honor that or live the way, like the right way or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in the worst way possible. But
Okay.
I think about sometimes I'm like, man, I want to talk about it because I want to talk about it with you. And like, I know you'll not judge me for things, and I don't really care anymore about being judged, but it makes me feel like this way of thinking I have, I don't know if it's like something that just like is indoctrinated into my brain, or like the way like the lessons I live by, right? Or the mantras like I have, right? Like being a good person, stuff like that. Like there's certain like just sayings that like come up where I'm like, yeah, that's like the way you should be, right? Like, isn't that a no-brainer? Like, is that coming from just religion exists so that came through like just avenues throughout my growing up that maybe my parents taught me in ways that they maybe learned from that, or if I saw something happen in the world from that, or from history and like learning about stories like that, does that make me into the person I kind of am? Like my viewpoints are because of that? Or is it just like, I don't know, I came to that myself? Do you think that's some divine thing that made me into that? I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it does.
It kind of racked my brain a little bit.
Yeah. What'd you land on?
I don't know. I feel like it has to be like influenced.
Is it influenced?
By in some way. By the
outside,
world, right?
Yeah. By what you've seen, heard.
Because I'm like, I can't. I'm not the one that just came up with this shit, right?
Let me ask you this, dude.
Yeah.
If you saw, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And I don't even mean to say that. I want to give you like free reign, but I know what you'll say.
Yeah.
If you saw someone right now over there like lit a fire, if that dude caught a squirrel and threw it in the fire, you'd feel something.
Yeah.
Why? Do you think it's because you learned over the years, like, hey man, animals are lives too, and like, that's not nice to burn something. Like, like I heard one day in class, like, or I burnt my hand on the stove and it hurt me, or whatever. No, there's probably something like, even when you were a child, and like, if you saw that, it would break your heart.
Yeah.
Like life is precious. So that's a mantra you'd live by.
It's funny, I actually have a squirrel story about that.
But I mean, like, that's a mantra you live by. And was that taught to you?
Yeah.
Or is that something that just inherently,
life,
humans, we understand when we're born, we at least know that like hurt against another is wrong.
Yeah.
Like inherently wrong.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Was that taught to us somewhere else before we were here?
Yeah.
Is that something it's in our genetic
DNA,
code
right?
to understand?
Yeah.
Is there a greater being that's given us a heart that knows what's right and wrong?
Yeah.
Or should? Maybe it's both.
Dude, it makes me think of like how, I don't know, how it's like there's so many different religions and there's so many like whatever paths and all this stuff, but like there's so many lines that cross,
There are.
right?
Yeah.
And it's like, and there's people that don't even believe in anything,
Yeah.
but those lines cross
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
You know, it's like, what is that? There's got to be something,
Yeah.
right?
I heard, I forgot who said it, but he was like, science is funny because it's the only thing that even it needs to believe in one miracle,
Yeah, yeah,
which is the Big Bang.
yeah.
Just
And it needs to believe in stuff that's wrong, like that things are wrong,
right,
right?
right. But just even that the basis of science is
Yeah.
built on a miracle.
Yeah,
Like something had to happen to cause everything at the point of a thimble existed. Everything
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
world, in the universe, existed at the point of a thimble, and then for some reason expanded into the universe, and an ever expanding thing we can never grasp the greatness of, you know, and human life and life in general on planet Earth and all these miracles.
yeah,
The eyeball, like. I just keep finding myself, you know, going back to like, there's got to be a greater force out there that
yeah.
wants us to be here, and like has a heart for us. Like, I don't know, bro. That inheritance thing you sent me was huge, and then I heard it echoed in another sermon where Tim Keller's like one of my faves. If you've listened, you definitely know. But like, he spoke about how like I think it's the Old Testament. Moses, I think it was Moses. Basically, when you wanted to be part of the spiritual like priesthood, one of the things that had to be done was sacrifice. You had to make a covenant with God, like a handshake. Like, I will follow your rules and your laws, and I will do good by you, and you'll do good by me, and I'll worship you and do right by you, and you'll protect me and take care of me and love me and keep me. And one of those things, the sacrifices were in ceremonies in the covenant of like God and man, was men would take an animal, split it in half, organs and all, down the middle, separate it, and walk through it as the sacrifice, as the blood sacrifice.
Whoa.
That was part of it in the Old Testament, in the way like people used to have relation with God and make a promise to God.
Yeah.
And the walking through it was like important. You had to do it. And it was said, I think it's Moses, but don't quote me, a major religious figure in the Old Testament was about to make that promise, and then God came down in the form of a pillar, like ablaze, like on fire, and went through the split sacrifice where the homie was supposed to walk through instead. And God, Keller went on to say, like, this was God showing that He is willing to make the covenant with us, and He will sacrifice Himself for us. So it was like a wink that something was going to come because we couldn't live up to our bargain of the covenant with God. God said, I'll do it for us. He walked through and said, because you're going to fall short, and I know you, and I love you, and I've created you, and I know the hairs on your head. I know everything that you're going to do, and I know everything that will be done. Because He loves us, He sends His Son to come here, go up on the cross, and do what He did, give His life in the worst way possible, and bear the burden of everything that we've ever done or are going to do for all of us, because He loved us and loves us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that inheritance thing. It's like you're given this because of that.
Yeah.
For some reason, God loves us. If you believe in God, you have to believe that God loves us. And like, the hang-ups are like He strikes us down, or He has laws, and like, why can't we just be who we are, and why do we have to follow rules and all this stuff? And I'm coming to find like it's because you're supposed to worship, you're supposed to give thanks.
Yeah.
Like that's part of what you want to do because He loves us. Are those the crows that Walter said? See, I start talking about God, and maybe it's
Walter.
God. Or is it Walter?
Walter!
Is Walter God? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But
Well, hey, man.
Thanks for bringing it there, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Anything you're grateful for before we sign off?
I was gonna bring it up about having a pet now.
Yeah, dude.
It's kind of dope. But obviously, you know, just life right now is amazing, and I just feel great, and I'm happy to be doing this on a Monday.
Heck yeah.
And I don't know. I feel great. Life's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sweet, dude. That's awesome, man.
What about you?
Hey, I feel creatively inspired, man. I got
Yeah.
a ton of inspiration from this and from what we're doing now, and it just gives me like an outlet and an
Yeah.
avenue to like explore another part of our friendship and myself and my love for history. And
Yeah, bro.
I'm grateful to you for exercising like your time and your effort to do it with me. So I'm grateful.
Whatever you want to do, bro.
I appreciate it.
I'm here for it. Love you, dude.
Love you, pal.
You Are Here podcast. We love you guys. Look out for the episode on Friday.
Coming.
It's a crazy one, man. It's a crazy one. We still got to go to the cemetery.
And we're losing lights.
And we're losing a lot of light and batteries.
Oh, no. All right.
But we'll see you next time. My name's Mike, and I'm signing out.
My name's Dave. I love you all. Please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to one another. Pew!